Alright, the shirt is a little short, but it's fine. It's not like too short, it's just short for me. Like, in my comfort. I got my little, I try to bring a plastic bag with me for my, like, the box and everything that you get afterwards, because it is, as my leaving alarm went off. So much stuff to carry. I am bringing a water just in case. I'm kind of going for like vague Peter Pan elements. So I have like a green shirt, a blue scrunchie. I feel like a sock one would have been better, but I didn't bring one. And then I do have, I'm gonna, I think, eat my banana on my way to the bus stop, and I'm gonna bring a waffle. I don't think I actually need this, but I'm gonna still eat it right before we go, just to be on the safe side, especially since I didn't have dinner last night. Not that there isn't a lot for my body to eat should it need food, but anyways, this just looks so weird, but it's fine. And I am definitely missing stuff from my January. But I do not know where I put it, but I like could not find my bib boards. So I'm using the safety pins, which is fine. And I couldn't find my hairbrush, which was fine. I just brought a normal one. And then I couldn't find my squirrel's nut butter, which is also fine. Today I shouldn't need anything. I chafe in like one tiny spot, so it's fine. But I do have, I don't like the Body Glide sticks at all, but this is okay, and I have this in the owner's locker, so no problem. So I will use that tomorrow in the 10-miler. Today though, should be fine. We'll find out when I take a shower. That's for sure. But yeah, I guess it's time to head out. I'm very awake. I guess that's what happens when you get 8 hours of sleep. I think it's like 69, so I should be comfortable. I feel like maybe when we're standing around, I might feel a little chilly, but I'm just gonna go like this because I did not bring throwaway layers. I have a Mylar. Did bring my extra Mylars, but real quick, I like to put my bib really high because I feel like otherwise, like if I sit, like while I'm waiting for the corral or like the bathroom, it's all wrinkled. So I like to put it up really high. Plus I am a sloucher, so, you know. Okay, let's head on out. Should I use my map? Yeah, I'm just gonna ask for instructions just in case. I think I can do it now.
Come on!
We've got questions. We'll circle. They kept coming, and then they'd be like, "Have the store," and I just wasn't sure, and I wanted to make sure.
Wow, I'm so glad you did that. May not be so glad she did that.
And now they're jumping. All right, moving on now. Thank you for that follow-up to our camera crew. We have a lot of people to thank because this is.
I'm starving, so I ordered food. I am back in the room, and I think it's like 7:30. I just took my watch off and my managed band off so my wrist can breathe. I also took my bib off. It held up pretty well, so I'd like to keep it that way. I was starving, so I ordered food on the bus, and then it was like just 7 when we got here, so I still have to watch this. So yeah. I did order 2 additional bananas with my breakfast, which are a little funny looking. I feel like they have brown spots, but they also, not as much this one, but this one also has green spots. Whatever. It doesn't feel like too hard. That was the problem in January, I think. I don't know, whatever. And then I got a banana at the race. So I now have 3 bananas. I'll probably eat one today. I already had my Powerade, but I have my Dasani. Probably just put it in the fridge. Beverage cooler, you know. Bag worked out great. I'm a little worried about tomorrow because it was a bit on the toasty side. It was mostly humid. Like, I felt like I was sweating, but I'm not sure my sweat was really evaporating off of my body. So, yeah. I am gonna take, so the pool, I'm gonna stay here. I feel really good right now. But I am not gonna be lulled into a false sense of security. So I'm not gonna go to the parks. When we were at Epcot today, it was really hard. I was like, oh, but I wanted to do like the pollination thing, like Spike's pollination exploration. But I am gonna be here in May with my aunt, so it's fine. The pools don't open until 10. So I think my plan is to just go to the pool at 10 and just stay there like all day until like 6 or something. Metal, I leave mine in the plastic until I get to the room. And honestly, if I'm gonna take pictures, I take it out for pictures, but then I put it back in the plastic, and I have like a metal holder thing from Etsy. But there she is in all her beauty. Neverland 5K. Nothing on the back except Walt Disney World, and nothing moves or anything. So cute. Love it. And I usually will wrap it in the ribbon, which I think helps protect it as well. I have not had, I don't want to jinx myself, but I have not had a single metal chip. So, but I'm pretty conservative with that. So, oh, when I was walking to the bus this morning, okay, I'm getting a little cold. I was like hot when I first got in here, but now I'm getting a little chilly. My walk this morning was an adventure, let me tell you. There were so many sprinklers. Like yesterday, I only ran into one sprinkler that I had to go around. But this time, there were so many. I had to like play like sprinkler dodge because I wasn't in a place where I could like go off. Like at one point, literally like off the path was more sprinklers or pond. And those are my only options. So, yeah. But I survived, so I'm guessing it'll be like that every day. I returned. Oh my gosh, I look like an adventure. I went on the water slide and it like ripped my hair out. Also, I lost my glasses. So I was wearing my sunglasses and these. These are my like backup glasses. I keep them in the owner's locker. So I wear these in the water because like if something were to happen, it'd be okay. But I prefer to be able to see. So, and they both flew off my head, but I caught these, thank God, because these I think would have been harder to find, just because they're not actually clear, but they're like pretty clear. And then I couldn't find my sunglasses, but then I did see them on the bottom, so I just had to dive down and get them. So it worked out. But yeah, I probably spent like maybe an hour total in the water, and I was over at the pool for like 8 hours. I took a little nap, like a 20-minute nap. I was in the shade. There's like a covered area at the paddock pool. I did have to like move chairs at one point, and then the sun continued to be on me. But it was nice because the last time I got out of the pool, I was like 5:30, and I was like, okay, I'll leave at like 6:30 to go get dinner. So I was able to like mostly dry off, which is nice. I'm still like especially my swim top is a little wet, but that's fine. I mean, I brought 2 swimsuits, but still, it's easier to like go to the bathroom and stuff. So then I got my food. I do have 2 blisters on the bottom of my feet. I do not know if they're from my sandals or if they are from the run this morning or a combination of both. I did almost buy Crocs at Artist Palette to walk back to the room. But at the time I didn't realize I had blisters. I just thought like these sandals weren't like agreeing with my feet. So if they weren't white, I think I would have considered it. So I actually ended up walking back here barefoot, which is when I realized they were blisters. So that's fun. And they're like right on the ball of my foot. They're not super close to my big toe. That is where I frequently get blisters, which is why I almost exclusively use Injinji socks for races. It does help. But that spot's really hard to like wrap. So this is a little better. There's like a tiny little mosquito in here. So I think it'll be fine. I'm gonna shower. I definitely need to wash my feet, that's for sure, because they are pretty gross now. But shower, wash my hair, and then let my feet like dry completely, and then I think I will put blister band-aids on tonight. And then I think in the morning, because I feel like maybe I have the worst time keeping blister band-aids on my feet. I do have like athletic tape, so I think I will tape around my feet, which I have done before, just to keep them on there. So I think that will help a lot. The blister band-aid should help just like with the pain, I think, which is like the most important part to me right now. Hello. I'm trying to do why can I never get my hair to be like the same height? I don't know. Anyways, so I have 2 blisters. I think I said that yesterday. I was really hoping that they would get smaller overnight after I put the blister band-aids on them. I mean, I think they have a little bit, but not a lot. And I'm not gonna lie, I was really tempted to take the band-aid off and cut them, which is not normally my behavior, but I did not. I made the decision not to. I'm wrapping my blister band-aids in some sports like tape. This is pretty cushiony, to 1, keep them on, and 2, add maybe like a little extra, cause like literally I brought over extra band-aids so I could do it, and I was like, I was gonna like cut it with shoulder. I mean, I have a knife, or a knife before, scissors. And I'm gonna not wear my Injinjis. I'm gonna, because they're kind of thin, and so instead I'm gonna wear my Balega socks because they are thicker. I did bring 2 pairs of these, so, and honestly at this point, the place I blister, really, I already have a blister, so I don't think I need to worry. But these are much thicker and have heavier, like more padding in the toe, so like the right one isn't that bad. The left one, I think I'm just gonna need to walk on it, and it's just gonna be what it's gonna be. We're gonna survive. I think it will shrink by like the end of the day, but I don't know. Okay, I'm on my way. I feel like there's like an air bubble or something underneath the contract. I'm definitely, it's 3:15. I mean, I have time. I'm nervous. I have 1 here in. So, because there's going to be road stuff today. My right foot feels pretty good. My left foot, a little funky. Shoes help. I got my banana. Okay, so now it's probably going to be the biggest mistake because I have to go to the bathroom and I haven't done that yet because I don't want to take my pants off. Because there's going to be no turning back then. I am going to have to take a shower. For sure. I'm going to soak my feet. This would be, I don't know, my feet hurt and it's like half the blisters and half just general pain. That was rough. I mean, obviously, I survived. I was pretty slow. I think I ended up like 20 minutes maybe ahead of the balloon ladies. So, that was good. I'm not gonna lie, I'm very worried about tomorrow. But is what it is. Okay, I'm gonna take I'm not gonna show you my feet, but I'm gonna take my socks off. I thought at one point something like broke or something. I don't know. I don't know. I guess I should just take the exercise tape. Well, I'll do that later. I can't even move my legs. I did get breakfast. Oh, I didn't even film it. Sorry, I got a kid's waffle meal. Oop. It was hot. It wasn't like the worst thing in the world. They did have towels at the end. I didn't notice. That's fine. I was done at that point. I was like, I just want to leave. And the worst part is, like, you finish the race, but you're not done walking. Like, you still have so much more walking to do. Like, will my watch tell me? Oh, and I forgot to turn my watch off. Oh, I have almost 21,000 steps so far. No, it's a half mile, like, from my room to the lobby, so there's an extra mile right there, but. So, this is the medal, and I believe it goes up and down, like the house does. What kind of shenanigan-y oh, okay, I see, I get it. Okay. Yes. So I will do my tried and true, wrap it and put it back in the plastic. All right, it is 1:45. I'm going to head out to the pool. I'm gonna go to Springs Pool. I think I'm gonna try to just take the bus and see, because I think it should stop at the Springs. So I'm gonna hop by. I have to walk by the bus stop anyways, so we'll see. Yes. I tried to take off as much of my blister band-aids as I could, and I was gonna attempt to pop my blisters, but that was an adventure. I could not get them off. I ended up ripping my one blister. So I have tiny bits of band-aid on both of them still, and a little bit of adhesive that I tried getting off. I got off the best I could for now. I soaked my feet for an hour trying to do that. I think it's just gonna be what it's gonna be. I'm wearing sneakers. I think I'm honestly gonna have to wear sneakers even in the room for now. That extra little bit of padding I think helps, so that's fun. But it's okay. I think I'm not gonna go to the Disney Springs. I don't know, we'll see. Maybe I will think about it and because I really don't want to eat at Artist Palette again for dinner tonight. I couldn't find any dinner reservations that were really appealing to me. I almost did Grand Floridian I napped for 3 hours. I almost did Grand Floridian Cafe, but it was kind of late or early. And honestly, I would have just gotten a minivan. So, like if I didn't have the blisters, I wouldn't care, but because I do, I care. So I might look at the reservations again while I'm at the pool, and maybe if I can get something around like 6-ish somewhere, maybe. Okay, let me go so that they can like come in the room and throw out my trash. More reading time. How? It's like 8. It's like a little after 8, I think. I am blister bandaging and taping my feet. I'm gonna do all of it tonight, I think. We'll see. I kind of was in a rush this morning, so that I may end up regretting, but whatever. And I'm very tired. But I think I want to get everything set up for tomorrow, just in case I'm in a rush. Ideally, I think I'll be asleep by like 9, so I should get like 5 hours of sleep. Tried to go to the pool. I couldn't at like 2. There, not only was there not a seat in the shade, which it was hot and toasty, there was no seats. So I went inside Saratoga, and this blister spawned another blister. So we shall, it's a little baby one though, so I think we can cover both. So I went inside Saratoga, and then I just looked for reservations because I looked earlier and I was looking for something around 6 and nothing was really catching my eye. And so then I was like, well, how about I just go eat at like 4? Because I can leave the hotel at like 3 and then come back and go to the pool. So that's what I did. I got a reservation at Raglan Road. got a salad. That was the big thing. I was just looking for like a salad or like a sizable vegetable portion of something. So I did that. Let me pick up my trash. So I went there, I got a salad as like my appetizer. I'm not really an appetizer person, but you know, holy cow, I could get a salad. And I got bangers and mash, which were very good. And then I did get dessert. I got the bread pudding, which I was not able to finish, but they let me bring it home, and it came with like sauces, and they even gave me little containers for the sauce. I just ate it as a late night snack. I was video chatting with my dad. This is what they call carb loading. So I did that, and then I came back, and I was like, just had a dress over my swimsuit, so I just went like that. And then I came back, and I went to the pool, and I was able to get a seat, and I went in the water for like 30 minutes. I came out, and I was like kind of cold. I put my Spirit jersey on, because I was cold after being in the water. And I mean, I was in the shade, but it was like 87, so whatever. And then, I don't know, like, I was like, okay, I'll be here till 7:30. Like, I'll just read, kind of dry out. I like to kind of just like air dry a little bit if I can. I have so many hair ties on this, like, I'm on the coffee table thing that lifts up. And, so yeah, I was like, I'll just read until like 7:30, which actually I started getting tired, which was nice. My hair, this is what Florida, like, the poofiness is because it's just been a mess, but like the water here just destroys my hair. I did not go down the water slide or anything because I had my contacts in, and I'm not comfortable doing that, like going under the water. So no. But around like 7:15ish maybe, they cleared the pool, and I was like, what is going on? And then I heard one of the lifeguards explain to somebody, apparently some ducks flew over the pool and pooped in it. So they had to clear the pool and clean it, and then I'm assuming do like a cycle of water or something. Which I don't understand, like, wouldn't this happen all the time? Maybe it was just like a sizable amount. I don't know. So they said it was gonna be closed for like 20 or 40 minutes. I was around for like 10 more minutes. And then I ran inside to the artist palette. I was looking for some medicine, which they did not have. My dad thinks there might be some in our owner's locker though. So if not, I will survive. And I walked back here. So yes, it was good dinner. At Raglan Road you get like Irish soda bread, which I'm a sucker for Irish soda bread. And it was like a Guinness sugar reduction is what you put it in. Oh my God, that was amazing. Like the combination of the two, perfection in my humble opinion. I am pretty nervous about tomorrow, I'm not gonna lie. I have not trained particularly well for this set of races. So like coming here, I was like, if I don't finish the 10 miler, it's fine. It's okay. I don't get a challenge medal. It's not the end of the world. It's my own fault, you know. And then the 5K happened, and I felt amazing. And I was like, oh my God, I've got this. And then today I felt like kind of good in the morning once I got there and everything. I kind of woke up, but it was just my feet on the course really were the problem. And it was a little hot, but it wasn't unmanageable. But the sun was also like just coming up when we were doing like the last mile. So I'm a little worried, like, for additional. Now, I did slow down. I can't remember if I said this morning. I slowed down substantially around, like, just after mile 4. Because I saw how far the blue ladies were. So I went to the bathroom, and then I was like, I'm just going to try to go slow. Like, I know that I'm not in danger of being swept, so just go slow and like save my legs. So I know I was slower, and I keep telling myself like, well, obviously you can just go faster tomorrow because you were slower today on purpose. Which is true, but that doesn't mean that like it'll happen. I also have a tendency, even though, so I don't run, I just walk. I have started running a little bit in training, so I'm going back and forth tomorrow if I should try running a smidge in the beginning. I heard somebody today on the course, she was talking to her friend, and she was like, tomorrow we're going to do more intervals at the beginning and then walk when the sun comes up. And I think that is mainly what I am concerned about. I don't think it's a good idea to try and like plan a race as a positive split, because there's always the chance that you burn yourself. But I almost feel like that's probably what I have to do in this kind of situation. So I don't know. We'll see. I mean, the first mile is probably going to be slowish, because it takes me a bit to kind of like warm up. Honestly, the last 2 days have actually not been that bad for me. Usually I get like almost like seizing in my calves. And like, yes, hypothetically I could warm up before the court race, but like I feel like not much that I do would make a difference. Sometimes my feet kind of seize up too. And there's just only so much I can do with my feet before the race, like, because I have shoes on, and I just feel like I need to do a lot more. I have not really rolled I did bring a ball, but I haven't rolled my feet out. I'm kind of like rubbing one right now. But I don't know. So I'm just nervous. I was talking to my stepmom today, and she's like, well, like, what are you nervous about? And I was like, she's like, are you like gonna be embarrassed or like what? And I don't know. Like, I mean, like, I know I can go the distance, and like when I did wine and dine, I got swept. And I think that's part of it too, is like I got this far last time, and I got swept right before mile 12. So like, I know I can go the distance, and I was in E-Corral then. So I had less of a buffer with the balloon ladies. I was also in like, I think probably better cardiovascular. I don't know. It's weird because I trained more for that, but I do think I'm like a bit generally healthier now. So maybe it's a wash for that. I don't know. But obviously, like, I did that part. I think I am afraid to have like signed up for another challenge and failed another challenge. I'm afraid I'll hurt myself. I think I'm also not the best at pushing myself, which is funny because I have always considered myself a very like intrinsically motivated person. Like in a lot of job stuff, I have always been like very easily, like it's been very easy to motivate myself, and to like push myself. But here I feel like there's a lot of times where I like look at data after the fact, or I look at like how I feel after a race, and I almost feel like I didn't leave it all out there. And so it's like, if I feel fine like 30 minutes or like an hour after a race, like, did I go as hard as I could have? And I don't know, maybe that's like the wrong mindset. I don't know. And so I do wonder, kind of like, if somebody else was there to like push me, would I perform differently? But like, you can't rely on that. So my stepmom was like, well, just like set goals for yourself. And I know a lot of people say that you should have like an A, B, and a C goal. And I've honestly never done that for any race. I think I've also gone into like every race in terror, which is not great. My 10K in January, I don't think I did. I kind of expected to get swept on that because I had been sick for like 6 weeks. And so not only could I not train, I was like, my lungs were like in a really bad spot. I had taken, I think I was put on like 3 different medications. I think just like a week or 2 before the race, I felt like my lungs were kind of working properly. So I fully expected to get swept that race. And so to not get swept, and I didn't even see the balloon ladies, was quite the accomplishment. I was really proud of myself. I really credit that to my modern class, my modern ballet class. We were doing this one like combination that is awful. I mean, it's beautiful and it's like, I feel like really good for you, but it is so cardiovascularly heavy because it's so big, like you move your whole body. And so I really do think I credit that combination with my success at the 10K. But that was like the only one I wasn't really afraid to go into. And I think it's because I thought I was gonna get swept. So I was just like, I'm along for the ride, woo. But I don't even know what like my A, B, and C goals would be. Obviously my C goal would be like finishing. Cause like, I feel like a time goal is so amorphous to me. So yeah, I don't even know. I guess A goal would be getting to like the 5K marker, and B goal would be getting to the 10K marker. I don't know. I guess that's a reasonable goal. I don't know. And I don't know if there's gonna be more waves tomorrow than there were today, or if it'd be the same today. So I did have to make 2 bathroom stops today, which did not help. But we'll see. Okay, let me stop chatting. Let me get myself around a little bit and get ready to go to bed. Because hopefully I will be asleep by 9 so I can get like 5-ish hours of sleep.